How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massive Beer Reviews, back with a little bit of Treehouse up in this piece in the form of their Pilsner, their Czech style Pilsner. Yeah, I have not had this before. This comes courtesy of my boy Steven. He dropped off a big box of beer during the Beer Tube Palooza. Let's dive into it. What does it say here? It says Ship Shape. Ship Shape is a Czech style lager featuring a classic yeast strain, Bohemian Pilsner malt, and copious amounts of zesty, hand selected Zaz hops. Carefully constructed beverage. Ship Shape undergoes a complex mash program prior to heading into the cellar for lengthy conditioning in horizontal stainless. Patience and a sturdy constructed result in a crisp beer that tastes of potent noble character, biscuity malts, light dough, and mild mineral water on a top of a light body, enjoying the cold and heavy heat of the day. Butchered that reading there. A couple months old. A little over 2 months old. It's a Pils. It'll be fine. Proper glassware. Sometimes we do that here. Not often, but sometimes. Yeah, give it a pour. Label-wise, it's cool. It's that kind of cursive, kind of off-styling thing that Treehouse does from time to time, which I kind of dig. Beer-wise, I mean, looks the part of a Pilsner. Bright yellow in color, soft, little unfiltered haziness, over index finger of just off white head. So it looks the part of a nice little unfiltered Czech Pils. Let's get a nose. Ooh. I mean, this is very malt and hop forward. In its ABV level, 4.8%. It smells like something quite a bit bigger, just because that malt base is quite biscuity, is quite crackery. It's a soft little oatiness to it. I think that's their doughiness that they're talking about. It comes off more like oat for me. And then there's that nice kind of hop presence. Again, nothing overly electric. But for its ABV style, a nice striking kind of slightly herbal bitterness with this soft little hull melon kind of thing kind of floating around in there. Melon characteristic. Shouldn't even say hull melon because hop confusion. But yeah, I mean, it really does come off as a snappy, vibrant kind of Czech style Pils. A little bit more aggressive, but not in the Americanized standard. Just taking a classic Czech Pils and just dialing it up on both ends of the spectrum there. Let's dive in. Cheers. It's the best lager that Treehouse has made, hands down. And they've done some really good jobs of lager. They've had a couple misses for me, but they've had some really, really well done ones. This, for me, is by far and away the best one they've made so far. It is bringing everything you want from a nice, tight, taut, snappy kind of Pilsner, and just bringing a little extra to the table. It's bringing a little extra of that hopping, a little snappier kind of bitterness, a little bit more soft melon fruitiness. On the malt side of things, again, you get that biscuity, crackery malt with that little bit of doughiness that I kind of construe as a little bit of kind of, it makes sense. It's kind of like a oatmeal kind of vibe to it, but very, very subtle. Now, not undercooked kind of doughiness that you typically get from like an NA beer or some of these kind of lagers. I mean, honestly, it really is one of the better. It's one of the better ones. If we're going to cut to the chase that quickly, it's one of the better lagers I've had as late. Is Mount Rushmore status? No, but it's by far and away one of the best lagers, if not the best lager I've had from Treehouse. Just really well done. Just think of your classic Czech lager, dial it up a little sharper on both ends of the spectrum, and that's what you have here in a very, very tasty way. Thank you very much, Stephen, for letting me drink this. 2 months old is still showing that way. I can imagine what it drank like fresh. But really tasty stuff, and honestly, like I said, we'll keep repeating it. Best one I've had from Treehouse, period. Like I said, it's definitely worthy of being in there up towards the top. Just not Rushmore status for me. I'd like a couple more than this one. Let's put it that way. Value and availability on this thing, I have no idea. Steven, let me know what's what, or anybody in the Treehouse universe. Please let me know and leave you with if you like what we like this beer, if you like snappy, drinkable, well done Pilsner that skews traditional but has a little bit of chutzpah to it, you will dig this. So there you go. Review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massif if you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying, a little bit of Treehouse right now. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers.